Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about converting unit rates. So let's say you're driving in the car with somebody that you know and you see a speed sign. Let's say it says the speed limit is 60. That means the driver cannot go more than 60 miles per hour. But let's say you're in Europe. They use kilometers. How would you convert that over? That's what we're going to be looking at today. So we're going to be looking at two types of problems. The first one is a one-step problem where we only need to convert one of the units. And the second problem, we have to convert both. So let's look at this first problem right over here. Let me get my pen. We're going to use blue today. So I'm going 12 miles per hour. So the first thing I need to do before anything else is write that in a fraction. When you are writing this, you have to include your units. You can abbreviate, but I will write it all out. 1 hour. So if we look at our final answer, we need feet per hour. The hours match up, so I'm not going to change that unit. I want to convert my miles to feet. So we are going to be multiplying by some fraction here. So because I don't want to change my hours, I'm not going to change that unit. The miles is the one I want to convert to feet. So miles right now is in my numerator. In order for it to go away, necessarily mean cancel out, we need to put it in the denominator. Because if we remember, any number in the known universe, let's say 24 for example, divided by itself is going to be 1. The same goes for units. So I'm going to put miles on the bottom, and the unit that I want is going to go on top, which is feet. There are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So now all we have to do is multiply across. Well, I know 1 times 1 is 1. I'm going to take my calculator off screen, and I'm going to do 5,280 times 12. And I get an answer of 63,360. So what that information is telling me is that, well, if I go back to my units, these miles went away, and I'm left with feet and hour. And that's exactly what I want in my answer. So my final answer, I'm going to write it down here, is going to be 63,360 feet per, you can use slash for per, hour. I'm going to use a different color for the next problem. Let's use red. So let's look at problem 2 over here. So we're going from 20 yards, that should say yards per minute, to feet per second. So like we did in the last problem, I'm going to abbreviate this time per 1 minute. We have to convert both. None of the units are the same. I like to start with the first unit. So I want to go from yards to feet. So I don't want yards anymore, so that has to go on the bottom. How many feet are in 1 yard? That answer is going to be 3. So far, so good. Now I want to go from minutes to seconds. I'm going to make another fraction because I can multiply as many things as I need to together. So how many seconds are in a minute? 60. But where does it go? Minutes is right down here in the denominator in my first fraction, and I want to get rid of that. So I have to put it on top in my new fraction and seconds on the bottom. How many seconds are in a minute? 60. So now I have all my information that I need. So let's do some crossing out, some canceling. So my minutes are going to go away. And these yards are going to go away. Not necessarily the numbers, but the units. I'm left with feet per second, which is exactly what I want. So I can multiply straight across. So 20 times 3 times 1 is going to give me 60. 1 times 60 also gives me 60. So in the last problem right over here, we didn't really have to divide. In this case, we do. 60 divided by 60, we know that as just 1. So our final answer is going to be 1 foot per second. That's going to be my final answer there. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below if you have any questions for me. And make sure you share this video with a friend who could benefit from this tutorial. Thanks for watching.